Kenshi. A world where murder, kidnapping, enslavement, racism, becoming processed mystery meat from McDonald's, and eating your enemies is as normal as eating breakfast. Actually, probably more normal, as there are entire factions held only together by their common malnourishment. As a result of this crazy world, a large portion of humanity has gathered under the banner of a crazy paramilitary religious fanatic group called the Holy Nation, which I aim to destroy. Now, why am I destroying this religious group? Is it because they're racist, sexist, slave owners, or brutal killers? No, I don't really care about that at all. You see, the only reason I'm killing these fuckers is Bible study. Now, for those of you that are uneducated, this is Bark Gungus. Who is this sexy alpha, you might ask? Well, long ago, Bark was the #1 drug lord in the Holy Nation. But the Holy Nation kept harassing and sabotaging his empire in the form of Bible study. So, in retaliation, Bark gathered a bunch of homeless people, gave them each a handful of opioids and a pickaxe, and told them that there was gold under the interstate. How well did this go? Well, Bark is now stranded in the middle of nowhere and at war with arguably the strongest faction in all of Kenshi. Now, how will we, like Syphilis or whatever his name is, push the rock up the endless mountain to overthrow an entire nation? Well, seeing as Bark is kind of a wet noodle at the moment, we have to make him bigger and better. First, I started by running down to the sworn enemy of the Holy Nation, the Shek, a group of confused teenagers who can't decide if they want to be scaly, dominating, or horny. Do I care about the Shek at all? No, not really. I'm just going down here to sell all my clothing and walk naked into the desert to smoke some pot. And let's just say, Bark did some crazy shit. After Bark's high, he ended up in a Hiver society. Who are these Hivers, you might ask? Well, the Hivers are the Chinese of Kenshi. They're small, they have large numbers, and give all their rights away to Winnie the Pooh. On a real note, why am I here? You see, to get strong in Kenshi, you have to get beat up a lot. Or you could install some mods that give you the ability to make your own gym, so you don't actually have to be in any danger or fights at all. So I'm gonna build my own gym next to the Hivers. And when I eventually get strong enough, I'm gonna beat them up, and also find some starving hobos to beat up. For fun. Did anyone say old school gym montage? Now that I've gotten some pretty decent stats after rigorous training, I can move on to the next step. What is next on the list, you might ask? Well, I'm going to dismember myself and become a nugget. Why would I do this? Well, Kenshi is so fucked up that dismembering yourself to install prosthetics is a common tactic used to survive, as metal is way harder to eat than flesh, sometimes. Before I mangle myself in an industrial potato peeler, I have to find robot parts to actually replace my weak human limbs, so I won't just be a useless slug after this very professional procedure. Since I already have a pretty good robot hand, I only have to find 3 more. And to find those, I have to make a long and dangerous journey through both desert and... yeah, we're already here. That was pretty anticlimactic. Now, these parts aren't the best, as we just bought them from some random guy, but they're pretty good and will hold for now. Before I get peeling, I have to get a helper so I don't have a horrific death in the machine from blood loss. And it just happens that I found a socially inept hiver called Beep, and he's down to do anything for $1. So, with everything ready, I can finally become a mechanically engineered nugget. So let's become one with the machine. After that painless procedure, Bark was looking like Darth Vader with AIDS, and I was finally ready to kick some fucking ass. But whose ass were we going to kick? Well, I have a bunch of crazy man-eating hivers and cannibals next to me, so why not just kill some of them? That was pretty easy. Bark killed like 50 people without breaking a sweat, so I think we're ready to go straight for the big fish. And by big fish, I mean the Holy Nation. Bark isn't really powerful enough to march straight to the capital yet, so to make things easier, I'll start by crippling their supply. You see, the Holy Nation is totally reliant on supplies from their mining and farm towns, seeing as they're really xenophobic and won't trade with other nations. And if these towns were to lose all their inhabitants, the Holy Nation would be severely crippled and much easier to destroy. So let's fuck up some farms.
She a little freak, she for the streets. 6 digits on the check, took it to the bank. Commas after commas, make it boil. Got a 10 coming over, only me to thank. Shooting blanks on a blank, make a girl. My wrist ain't peasy, pros can't please me, sounding too easy. I stay creamy, pocket so dreamy. Shawty wanna freak me, okay. She a little freak, she on me. She a little freak, she for the streets. She a little freak, she on me. She a little freak, she for the streets. Neck got green rocks, Frankenstein. Makes sense in none at the same time. You MC squared, I'm Einstein. I'm the new Johnny Cash, well, waterline. Of course, my boys gon' stay this rich. Miami chillin', got a Will like Smith. Visa card maxed out, brand new fish. And my dick got a cheesing cause I'm semi-Swiss.
In short, I killed a lot of people, and I even liberated a slave camp. Yes, I did kill some of the slaves. To celebrate my crusade, I bought some sick-ass armor. So what's next, you might ask? Well, the Holy Nation has 5 integral components to their nation, and that is 3 major cities and 2 military bases. The weakest being the military bases, as they have started withering because of my attacks. Now, Bark isn't some limbless bitch, so he gave it his all and tried to take down a military base by himself. And it went exactly as expected. Bark was powerful, but not that powerful. So I decided that I had to gather a squad. I already had Beep, but I needed more people as he really isn't the best. So I looked and searched for some original idea on how to perfectly compose a ragtag group of entities. And it had to be motivated only by the passion in my heart. Meet the Beta Boys. The Beta Boys are a group of robots set on destroying the Holy Nation with their hard metal fists. These ruthless killing machines are trained in the arts of karate. They get their name from the fact that they love sitting in corners and watching like real beta males. Whilst they train, Bark set out to buy the squad some much needed gear as they were currently naked. To fund this, as I was getting a bit poor, I sneaked into my old drug compound and took a lot of drugs to sell. After we acquired funding, I went on a shopping spree. And I pimped out my squad with some fucking rock hard armor, and now they look like they're straight out of a red light district. To test my wonderful squad of losers, I decided to march straight to the holy military base that Bark had failed to take over earlier.
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.P. I don't know what you heard about me.
Now I'm getting pissed off. I mean, I did everything right. I stayed out of combat and only trained them safely, so none of them actually gained durability or experience. I bought them really shit gear because I spent all my money on Beep's cool crossbow. And I charged straight into the enemy recklessly. Wait, I think I got it. I'm just gonna destroy their cities. I mean, what was I thinking? A military base is gonna be a lot harder to destroy than a normal city. Losing a city would weaken the Holy Nation, and it would also train my robot squad in actually killing people. The Battle of Bad Teeth went well, seeing as the majority of our kills were civilians and not actual soldiers. Even though all the robots died, it didn't really matter as they sucked. They were ass. But Beep and Bark are still alive and well. Well, Beep's missing an arm, but same. Now, the Holy Nation is held together by 3 people. The Holy Phoenix and 2 Inquisitors. One Inquisitor is located all the way up here, whilst the other one is in stack. Bark and Beep are going to go brutally murder the one in stack and then kill the Holy Phoenix. I decided that instead of killing the freak, I would just lock him up in a cage forever in the video simulation. Now that I've dealt with that bastard, I will head straight to the Holy Phoenix and destroy the capital and kill him in front of every single one of his followers. And yeah, Beep is useless now because he lost a foot as well, so now he's just a cripple. Bark heroically fought off the guards at the walls and eventually breached the HQ. There, he killed every single guard in sight. Yeah, the Holy Phoenix isn't here. Why isn't he here? Well, either he lagged out of the map because of how long this campaign has lasted, or he got a heart attack after getting molested in a back alley. You choose what you want to believe. Personally, I like the latter. After this, Bark ran far away and retired in a little hut where he could smoke pot. Will Bark ever see the light of day again? Probably not. But at least Bark doesn't have to do any more Bible study. Now, if you guys want more videos, every single like and subscribe is appreciated a lot. Especially since the last video had to be taken down because YouTube didn't like the words that I used. If you guys also want to see some other games, for example not Kenshi, then write that down in the comments below, as I read all of the comments and I want to play another fucking game. With that said, you can go now.